Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Let's see. So, with Mimeograph, we ended up with this actually working. I had some other bug, and I have mimeograph.roosterbuckets.workers.dev set up. You can see we have some sort of page not found in that case. And if we go to admin dev, see it lists that they should be found. Now, if we look at the network for this, oh, good morning. How you doing? How's this? Dev Ashish. Good morning. I want to look at the timing on this. And this is going to be a short stream for me today because it's Mother's Day and I got to take care of some stuff. But you can see that when this thing is loaded on their servers, we're getting like close to 59 millisecond return time on this. Parsing the route and just returning some static, right? Now, let's look at the code on that. Wherever the code is. Code. That's not code. Code. Kitty, there you are. Welcome back, Kitty. So this is our handler. Well, this isn't where we enter, and that's going to be in worker.js. This is where we enter. We just bind the WASM bindgen bits and call our function that's written in Rust, passing the Cloudflare event directly through, just as is, no transforms on that. Then we enter lib, that function in lib, fetch handler. You can see it's exported here. Well, it's exported. It's more or less exported. I guess it is, isn't it? WASM bindgen. This is public. Should be available outside. Oh dear, was I talking and muted? Drat. What I was saying was we might be able to save even some more time here by changing, by not having to convert this type. Basically, if we don't have to work on an HTTP request, but can instead return something that doesn't have to be converted, and maybe it only has to implement some sort of trait. Maybe provide a method for the path and the verb, right? Get, post, etc. That might work here. That would save us even a little bit more time because the router doesn't really do anything with the rest of the type. It's not like it's creating an HTTP response. So here, let's play around with that. That's definitely one thing that we can do. Another bit that we can do, and this is the part that I really want to think through, is how are we going to be storing templates? How are we going to be modifying templates and pushing them all together? So, all right. Yeah, most of this, oh, that's generated. Maybe we shouldn't have the generated code committed. Hmm. All right, for now, fine. General, we want to keep. Route get, we'll keep. Delete me. You're going to go away, buddy. Let's commit that, clean some stuff up in the tests. What else? This one. I don't think we want to. We probably don't want to keep that. I'm not changing that file. What is it though? Our heap is an array filled with undefined, 32 of them. Yeah, yeah, we should be able to get rid of this. Oh, it is there, but it should be maybe a graph. Yes. Okay. Now let's look at router a bit. We will check to see that we could simply have a type that implements a trait. So we're going to go into CodeGen, lib. This takes a token stream of that element. First thing we do is create an array. So if we look at general here, this would be this sort of equivalent line here that we get a list of things. And we have to basically create a list of types of wrapper functions. We have to know what those functions accept, and their types here. Because get here creates a wrapper function that ends up calling this if it matches. So if it matches the verb and the path. So prefixed array. Yeah, that just creates the array. And then the router matcher here. This is where we go through each one. And in this case, we take this type here. And this could just be something that imples some type that we need. And if we did that, we could get the URI off of it. No harm, no foul there. But then we still have to pass the request in. And that route there would be generated in route. And where's our generated function? Let's scroll through this until we find it. I think we're close. Here. So here's our request and its type. We just need to ensure that it accepts. It is that kind. Yeah, let's try this. We still have parts here. Parts is empty. We ended up getting rid of everything here. So, hub trait. What kind of trait? Request trait? And what do we want in this? Function path stir function method of a URI. I think it's supposed to be lowercase, but I'm not certain. Oops. What is it? That's not local. Should be this one. No. Here. Modules. We want method. Where are the literals here? As sir. All right. All right. Now if we go into CodeGen, cargo, grab this back, sort that. Oops. Because if we do this, we do not need HTTP anymore. Where would we be using that? Code gen method, yes. And maybe just for our tests then? Okay, let's move that into dev dependencies. Oh, it's already there. That's fine. See, do we want that there or here? That takes a self, actually. There. Takes a static str now, parse route, same thing. What else? Static str. Oh, we're not actually using method are we? Because we do a toString here to lowercase. That's fine. But we also need to match. So in here, we need to match this. So the segments are at the same length. Should match the verb too. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so we match those. Now it's not going to work for everything yet. That's gone. Now in route. Uh, that's general. Yes. Expected reference to that. Oh, but we didn't impl that for that. And that's okay. We don't need to do that yet. Here. In this case, we just need something that impls that type. Does this work like this? Can you do this? Let's go back to general. It's still expecting that type. Why? Yes. Okay. So request doesn't yet do that. We have to impl that for that. Mimeograph parts is going to impl this for the HTTP crate. Oh, tinyvec. What? No. Okay. Recursive call site. Oh. Ooh. How do we do that here? This, we need to be explicit about which path function we're calling. I know it. Could do it this way. That's one way. Proper turbofish. Yeah, no, that's not what we want. Oh, this is a good one. How do we do this in Rust? I thought, let's see, maybe it's the other way. Try to remember it. Because if we did self as this dot primitive cast, yeah. All right. Here we go. The easiest fix is to call as slice directly. You could also use a fully qualified syntax. This is what we were doing. That'd be interesting to see the discussion on that because I remember this still being there. Oh, shut master. All right. Why is this recursive? Is it recursive? I don't think this is recursive. Because it comes in here and then we very explicitly say call that function. This one right here. But did I miss something? That does not appear to be working for me. So the compiler agrees. This isn't correct. Create foo, get blah. All right, what did we miss here? Oh, Vec doesn't have a method called get. What about HTTP request? It doesn't have path? Oh, we have to get the URI path, right? Yes. Okay, so off of, I forgot one portion of that. Request. Uh, okay, much better. Close that. Come back into general. It's not satisfied. Let's go into router. What? Here. Hmm. You're gonna find mimeograph parts in the list of imported crates. All right. All right. Expected reference found parameter of type T. What's our route? There it is. In this case, we get that. That's fine. Oh, but then we're calling their function. And the type information is gone at this point, or what? Hold on a sec. All right. Now, in celebration of Mother's Day, I've got to bail really early today. Um, absolutely not so sorry for this. I mean, I'm glad that you guys came along, but it's Mother's Day, and my wife is a mother of many children. So I look forward to tomorrow when we can. Oh, shoot. Tomorrow I have to do hoof trimming, so it might be a little later tomorrow than normal. Um, but I got to do hoof trimming with the goats and my wife. Drat. All right. Apologies again for such a short stream. Yeah, we only made it 37 minutes. I was hoping for a little more. Oh, we got some Rust stuff going on with bootstrapping channel commands from scratch. Is Mother's Day universal? Every day is Mother's Day. Is that universal enough? Good morning. All right. So I got to bail, but I think I found we got to a point. Oops, my audio on there. We got to a point at least where I have something to think about because here we're taking something of type T or something that impulse that. Right? We've constrained these types to that. but then we call their function with this. So the problem here could be that that we're passing this type through, and the type on this is expecting its own type. So we'll see. It's a different day for every country. Yeah, I just think that in general, right? Moms do a lot. And they do a lot. And it's not always expressed. So, but I gotta bail. Till next time, y'all. Bye bye.